I'm Joe Scotto, a second generation farmer here in Merced County, and we had problems with the conventional R5 with the stake, conventional stake, and we had insect problems, ants and spider problems. And I was introduced to John by my neighbor that Nelson Irrigation was developing a new pop-up R5 to eliminate that problem. And in 09 we got sent 1,500 R5 pop-ups to try out, and they had completely eliminated the insect problem, ants and spiders. And since then we went ahead and replaced all the conventional R5 and original ones with all pop-ups in all 72 acres. On the number one was the labor. Number two is the spray application and the material itself that we would have to go through to eliminate the ants. The labor, it's costing us right around $11 an hour for a man. I would need 2 men. If half the orchard, 2/3 of the orchard were plugged, it would take about 6 hours to unplug the conventional R5 that we had from the ant problem, spider problem we had. It would roughly run about $140 per irrigation, and 6 hours man time, 2 men. Those men are important to us because we grow different crops. So if they were tied up in the orchard for 6 hours and they were supposed to be changing water in another crop, I mean, we don't have that amount of time. So that really helped us on manpower to eliminate that. Now, like I say, we ride the orchard in half hour, 1 man, just to check to make sure that there's no major problems. But unplugging, plugging is very rare now with this new R5 pop-up. The other cost that we eliminated was the spraying for the ants, because if we were on time and after an irrigation, as soon as it was dry, we would come back and spray the borders, strip spray with an insecticide to eliminate the ant problem before they got in there. So that would cost us roughly $15 an acre with the material, the man, and the application itself with the motorcycle and the spray rig. So if we did that 4 times, which I have done that in the past with the conventional R5 rotator, it cost around $2,100 for those 4 applications. So I did save $2,100 because I no longer do that. The only time I come in here now is to strip spray with herbicide, maybe once, twice a year to keep the borders clean. And so that savings in itself. The spaghetti tube is fully enclosed, which I talked about earlier, and also that we bury it underneath the ground, and it's a lot sturdier, holds the R5 itself in the case a lot stronger. These are a lot stronger. When you go to prune, when we've pruned in the past with the ones, the 1,500 that you sent me earlier, they're real strong. You know, when the limb rubs against it or happens, or some of the employees accidentally hit it or whatever. With the conventional stake, the plastic stake, they weren't in the ground as deep, and they would bend over or come out of the ground a lot easier. And especially a lot of the problems we had too with the varmints was when they would eat on the spaghetti tube that was exposed, they would pull the stake out. I highly recommend the R5 pop-up to anyone that's having insect problems or any major problems. I have recommended the R5 pop-up to my neighbors, and they've been out to see them firsthand, and it's a big savings.
My name's Jay Orth. I'm a 3rd generation farmer here in Hickman, California. Farm about 80 acres of walnuts and almonds. Experience I've had with the screen, it very rarely has to be unplugged. You have to have a lot of debris in there, because it's anything that coming through your lines. I mean, if you have some new lines that we flush out as much as we can, but there's always something left in there, a little piece of plastic, a little piece of, you know, sand or anything that gets in there, it might plug up the nozzle, but the screen's far enough back to where it catches all that, and the screen catches everything. It doesn't make it to the nozzle. It's very easy to clean. I just unscrew it, clean it, maybe takes about 2 seconds, and it's done. And then in actuality, I've only had to do that maybe not even half a dozen times this season.